Welcome back here to Good Day Las Vegas.
We have Sheriff Joe Lombardo here for today's Morning Cup of Joe. Good morning, Sheriff.
Good morning.
All right, so we talk about technology a lot with Metro Police and how that helps with law enforcement, specifically license plate readers. Let's talk about this technology, how they get used, and I guess are there concerns about misuse for people driving around?
Yeah, there's been some controversy associated with this technology, and license plate readers are nothing more than a video system that records your license plate from what location it was seen. In other words, geography. A car coming from different locations where cameras may be staged. In previous designs of the technology, there was a lot of license plate readers mounted on patrol cars, and as a patrol car would drive around, it would just read license plates, and then it would go hit off our internal database, determine if a car was stolen or not, or involved in a crime. And the ACLU pushed back on that because we were keeping a lot of personal data housed within the police department. So we stepped away from that type of program. So now there's third-party vendors that drive around town all day that have license plate reader systems, or you may have some stationary cameras that's on a private building and receive information the cars driving to and fro. But the difference is they don't have access to any registration information. So it's just a, you know, this plate with this state and this type of car was here at this time. So if we, as a police department, are investigating a crime and we have a partial plate or we have a plate off a vehicle, we can access that database and determine maybe where the person was going, where they came from, where they live. It's all public space information.
Well, Metro is looking for a communications specialist trainee. What is that, Sheriff, and why is that important to the department?
Well, it's a very important and a very tough job on a police department. So when you call 911, that's who you're talking to, a communications specialist. And those are the individuals that determine whether there's any viability to the call. They receive all the pertinent information if you're a victim of a crime. So they're dealing, the reason why I say it's difficult, they're dealing with people, you know, the human condition at its worst. Usually either they've been victimized or they're ill in some way, or they're in danger in some way, or they've been involved in a crisis. So it's an important job that we have in the police department on the front end of everything we do. So everything we do is built from that initial call, 911. So you have to have a high school diploma or a GED, 45 words per minute, and the ability to communicate. So it's a rigorous training. I believe it's 10 weeks in an academy, and then it's like 4 months with a senior dispatcher standing over your shoulder and watching what you're doing. You have to have the ability to multitask, so it's a very difficult job, very rewarding job, and the pay is very good. So if anybody's interested, we're hiring.
That's exciting, and I would imagine
LVMPD.com. Get on there.
All right, and that application's open till April 15th, so you have a few weeks to do that,
but
too.
It's a continual one. That may be this cycle, but it's a continual one.
Okay.
Are there a lot of vacancies? Do you find that's a job that creates a lot of turnover, maybe because of just the rigors of the job?
Yes, absolutely, and it's also my biggest bureau, so everything is compartmentalized on the police department in bureaus, and there's close to 300 dispatchers that work in that bureau. So.
Interesting.
Important job. All right. Thank you, Sheriff, for being here. Good to see you.
Absolutely.
If you have a question for Sheriff Joe Lombardo, you can submit it to us on our website, 8newsnow.com. Find out if your question was answered every Wednesday.